Hello Google, let's start the show.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. What's the highlight of your day so far?
So today, I today only I shared you about I just want to do a show with you so that I can grow up my knowledge. With that, we can make some content. So you are good with it?
I'm excited to be a part of this with you. Since this is the first episode, should we talk about how AI is changing the world of content creation?
Yeah, why not? Because nowadays everyone is making videos, discussing podcasts. Like everyone is saying you should learn these type of tools, and we should our first episode be something which can be memorable. So let's start with it.
That's a great idea for our first episode. AI is definitely changing how content is made. We could talk about how AI is used to write articles, create social media posts, and even generate videos. It's a big topic, so we could even focus on a specific area, like AI tools for video editing or AI writing assistants. What do you think?
See, these are the basic things that everyone is able to know and answerable. I just wanted to do something more unique way. Like everyone is talking about how to use AI tools to make PPT, write messages, to automate chatbots. We should be one step higher, think something little bit more. So if you are in front of if you are human, what would be the exceptional case would you do or would you ask to AIs?
That's a great point. AI is capable of so much more than just automating basic tasks. We could explore how AI is being used to tackle really complex problems, like climate change research, or even how it's helping us understand the human brain. Or we could delve into the ethical considerations of AI, like bias in algorithms or the impact on jobs. Does either of those directions pique your interest?
Yeah, kind of what do you think about the bias of jobs?
That's a really important question. AI has the potential to make hiring more efficient, but there's a risk of it also reinforcing existing biases. For example, if an AI is trained on data that historically favors men for certain roles, it might perpetuate that bias in its recommendations. We could explore how companies are working to mitigate these biases and ensure fairness in AI-driven hiring.
Yeah, but do you think that because see, I have a cool perspective of not feeling that much danger that AI gonna replace the humankind. Can I? Would you like to know about that perspective?
I'm definitely interested in hearing your perspective on this. Please tell me more.
See, whenever first time before we invented the computer and everything, there were people that are doing specific kind of tasks that after computers the tasks are performed by the computer. But still, we came into so much technology. The social media came off and everything became digitalized. So what if this AI changes into something more futuristic, which we don't even imagine yet in the movies also, because in the most of the movies are all the when fictional things would happen, nobody knows, it's just my thought about it. It's gonna create it may replace or disappear few jobs, but it will create like different angles of kind of jobs. Like earlier we don't know about this graphic designing and this blockchain technology or the quantum computing things, but as we are exploring day by day, these are the terms and names explored or discovered by us only, na?
That's a really interesting perspective. It's true that technology often creates new jobs and industries that we can't even imagine yet. It sounds like you're suggesting that AI might do the same, maybe automating some existing jobs, but also leading to entirely new fields of work that we haven't even thought of yet. Is that right?
Absolutely.
That's a really insightful way to look at it. It's easy to get caught up in the potential downsides of new technology, but it's just as important to consider the new opportunities it might create. It sounds like you're suggesting that AI could lead to a whole new wave of innovation and job creation, even if it does disrupt some existing industries. Is that right?
Yeah, isn't it kind of feels it, or are you are feeling something different?
I agree with you that it's an exciting possibility. It's definitely something worth exploring further. Do you want to delve deeper into this idea of AI creating new job opportunities?
Why not? What do you see above?
There are a few ways to think about this. On the one hand, AI could automate tasks that are currently done by humans, which could lead to job losses in some sectors. On the other hand, AI could also create new jobs that don't exist yet, like AI trainers, AI safety engineers, or AI ethicists. It's a
See,
complex issue with
see, the basic demand of creating jobs is to fulfill or to earn money only, right? So you see, what if the factor of money is removed from the world?
That's a really interesting thought experiment. If money were no longer a factor, it would definitely change the way we think about work. People might focus more on pursuing their passions or contributing to society in ways that they find meaningful, rather than just earning a paycheck. It could lead to a lot of creativity and innovation, but it would also raise some big questions about how we organize society and distribute resources.
Yeah, that's a big threat because if everyone will get everything for free, then nobody will go to work, nobody will innovate, and nobody like everyone wants chill and experience, and they just want to like take rest, drink coffee, go to parties. Like who don't want that kind of lifestyle? Only few peoples want to work hard because so that they can enjoy after their retirements. See, like these are the societies that we only created. Like we have to think like we should enjoy, we should work. These are the pacific the humans only created, and they are only getting painful. Like see, there are a lot of things which I want to say, but you understand right what I already said. You got it? You got it what I said? Gemini?
Yes, I understand that you're wondering what would happen to jobs if money.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was just thinking about your question. It's a really interesting idea to consider what would happen to jobs if money was no longer a factor. It would definitely change our understanding of work.
Yeah, and you heard what I said, right? No one will work because everyone wants chills, retirements, go to party, rest. So if the factor of money will remove, then nobody will work out. Then no innovations will form, I guess.
If money were no longer a factor, it's possible that people would still want to work, but for different reasons. They might be motivated by a desire to contribute to society, pursue their passions, or simply stay active and engaged. It's also possible that new forms of work would emerge, focused on things like creativity, innovation, and problem solving.
Yeah, that's a other way to look into this matter. Uh, so
It's definitely a complex issue with no easy answers. There are a lot of different factors to consider, and it's hard to say for sure what would happen in a world without money.
what did you just say?
I said it's a complex issue with no easy answers. There are a lot of different factors to consider, and it's hard to say for sure what would happen in a world without money.
Yeah, that is kinda true. So what more do you think because like what is your opinion about these or like you must have all the kind of updated to its data, and so what do you majorly think that people are curious about, and if you were to answer all of that questions, uh, what will you reply?
Well, people are definitely curious about how AI is going to change the job market. There's a lot of discussion about which jobs might be automated, and what new kinds of jobs might appear. Some people are also worried about the ethical implications of AI, like bias in algorithms or the potential for misuse.
Only this much?
I can tell you more about the ethical considerations of AI, or we could explore specific examples of how AI is being used in different industries. What are you most interested in?
What?
If you'd like, I can give you some examples of how AI is being used in different industries, or we can explore the ethical considerations of AI in more detail. What would you prefer?
See, I don't like. I just want to explore the unexplored. I want to make the raw content. Like, I just feel only. I just want to know more. Just feed me with knowledge.
Okay, let's dive deeper into the world of AI. We could explore how AI is being used in creative fields, like generating art, music, or even writing stories. Or we could look at some of the more cutting-edge applications of AI, like in robotics or space exploration. What piques your interest the most?
See, it's not about the interest. It's just forget about it. What we are discuss what we are discussed yet. So, do you know that Geoffrey Hinton? You know him? Where are you? Where are you?
Yes, Geoffrey Hinton is a well-known... I'm here. What would you like to know about Geoffrey Hinton?
Tell me about him.
I'm right here. Did you want to know more about Geoffrey Hinton?
Yeah, let introduce Geoffrey Hinton to our viewers, subscribers, if they subscribed.
Geoffrey Hinton is a British-Canadian cognitive psychologist and computer scientist. He's considered one of the leading figures in the development of artificial neural networks. He's won a lot of awards for his work, including the Turing Award in 2018. He's also been a vocal advocate for the responsible development of AI.
So recently he has done something which was like a big scene on the social media. You must have idea about that.
That's right. Just this year, Geoffrey Hinton resigned from Google so he could speak more freely about the potential dangers of AI. He's worried about things like AI-generated misinformation and the possibility of AI systems becoming uncontrollable. It was a pretty big deal in the tech world.
Yeah, because like lot of information and everything is on that big stores. Like what if they will, if they are smart enough to do all these tasks, they are also smart enough to backfire, right? See.
That's a really interesting point. If AI becomes smart enough to handle complex tasks, it might also be smart enough to cause problems. It's definitely something to think about as we develop AI further.
See, I follow one principle. If there are goodness in this world, there are also bad. So, nothing to worry
That's
about.
a really interesting way to look at it. It's true that with any powerful technology, there's always the potential for both good and bad outcomes. It's important to be aware of the risks and work to mitigate them as we move forward with AI development.
So let's summarize the whole discussion. We just talked about 15, approximately 15 minutes. So like summarize the whole conversation.
Okay, so we started by discussing the potential of AI in content creation and how it might impact various industries. Then we explored the possibility of AI creating new job opportunities, even as it automates some existing roles. We also touched on the ethical considerations of AI, including bias in algorithms and the potential for misuse. Finally, we discussed Geoffrey Hinton's views on the potential dangers of AI and the importance of responsible development.
So what will be the one last question you want to ask me?
If you could use AI to solve any problem in the world, what would it be?
To solve any problem, let me think.
Okay, take your time. It's a big question.
Like to make new things, or you are asking me about what?
I'm asking what problem in the world would you solve using AI?
Like using AI. See, by creating something or by getting the information from AI. Can you be specific?
You can use AI to create a solution or gather information to help solve a problem. It's up to you.
So I'll look into the like matter of like decomposing that garbages in like dumping yards. I will look into that matter because the sea is getting more polluted day by day, and there are lot of garbage comes out of every city is like dozens tons of garbages. I will look into that matter and I'll give my efforts and try to solve it like as per now with my capabilities. If I had that much capital, I will surely look into it.
That's a fantastic goal. AI could definitely play a role in optimizing waste management systems, from improving sorting and recycling processes to developing new biodegradable materials. It's a complex problem, but with AI, we can definitely make some progress.
Yeah, so can you list down some of the greatest resources or like which one should look into so that they can they can try to solve these kind of problems. Just paste all kind of links. Okay.
I can't share links here yet, but I can suggest some resources to explore. You could start by looking into research on AI applications in waste management and environmental science. There are also organizations like the Global Alliance for Incinerator Alternatives, GIIA, that focus on waste reduction and sustainable solutions.
Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.
Of course. It was great discussing this with you. I hope you found our conversation insightful. Do you have any other questions for me today?
No, that's all. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. It was great chatting with you. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Bye.